Ah, we're live.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, look, I'm live. Hello, a person. How are you?
Hey,
How you doing? Courtney says hello. So, how's the family doing, Lucas? Everybody doing good? All things considered, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, that's good. How's school going for you?
Hi, Joseph.
All right, am I?
Live chat, babe.
I'm there. I'm. You're surviving school. That's funny. It gets worse later. Mr. Baker, how you doing, sir? I'm all itchy. I think I got insulation in me.
Yeah, mine was like not itchy, but like stinging-ish.
Mr. Westergaard, how are you doing, sir?
Hello, David.
How is your weather? Wing King,
What up, Wayne?
how you doing, sir? I keep getting your live notifications after they're over. I apologize. You know, I'm trying. I'm trying to get back on the schedule, but not really working. So how's business going for you, Wing? Are you still powder coating everything in the world, or? Mr. Baker asks how I'm doing. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I go back and I watch them though. I do. I didn't watch your one from today, but I'll go back and watch that a little bit later. I clicked on. I'm like, yes, I made one. No, there's a time at the end. I missed it, so I apologize. But I'm trying to get back. You know, it's been a rough month. Oh, that is great. You have what? Another 2 months of school, and then you're not going to know what to do with yourself? Wing King says, wait, there must be some mistake. I am catching one of your live streams. Yes, you are. I'm a little bit early from my schedule, but that's a half hour early from what I know. So I want to make sure, all right, I'm on my live. Let me get back on live chat. This year in one semester. Well, congratulations. I know it's hard. Wing, you're doing a lot of hard work. You just, as long as you keep pushing, you'll do great, I'm sure. What's up, Gear Runner? How are you?
I mean, first gear.
Yeah. Wow. Do you even want as far as to call him first gear?
First gear.
Wow.
No, not to be mistaken with I'm first.
Yeah, not. Courtney said you're not first, but you're just first gear.
Yep, first gear.
I don't know. Mike Roten says hello, Edges. How are you, sir? How are you doing? I'm kind of starting to calm down and get somewhat in a flow of things now. So, but you know.
Right,
wow, Wing King says, "Yep, struggling to keep his 3.78 GPA."
Nice.
Congratulations on that, sir. Great job. Great job. I would never get that.
Yeah,
unless it was in math. I mean, if that's the only course you were testing me on, I do fine. Don't ask me to write a sentence or a paragraph. Oh, yeah, history I might have a chance. But not sure about the rest of it. Mike Roten is saying hello to everybody. So, guys, how has your... Oh, King is here.
Hi, King.
How you doing, King? How's everything going? You ever beat Yoda Gear? LOL. Gear Runner says, hey, King, what's up, buddy? Eddie's here. Hello, Eddie. How are you? Glad you could stop by. Everyone's saying hi to Eddie. So, and also King of the Crease. So, how's everybody's week been? How was your weekend? I mean, my weekend was pretty good, and that's going to be a big part of what this whole live stream is going to be about. King is saying hi to Gear. Gear says, I haven't tried Yoda again, but I beat Darth Maul. Well, you have fun with that. I'm not playing VR. I have enough problem with regular reality, let alone virtual. King of the Crease is saying hi to Mike. Gear saying hi to Eddie. And Mike's saying LOL. Eddie's saying, yo, Gear, that VR machine looks awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Sorry guys, for some reason my internet sucks today.
Everybody like, huh? No. Up.
Sorry, we're giving the animals treats.
Yeah, someone's trying to eat somebody's face off.
Let's see. Let me get back to where I was. Gear Runner says, it's pretty fun, Eddie. We are getting another one because you can play 2-player and we didn't know it. Oh, well. Yeah, that just means 2 people are getting hurt if it was in my household. Just saying. Could you imagine me and you playing virtual reality?
Yeah, we hurt each other.
Yeah, I'd like...
Probably some furniture as well.
Yeah, I'd fall over the railing and like land on my head or something. Mike Roten says, it's my new favorite Insta video, LOL. Mr. Westergaard, let me... There we go. Hopefully it'll stop going in and out of focus. David Westergaard says, my weekend has been wonderful if I stay home. Unbelievable if I leave the house for anything whatsoever. LOL. Well, you know what? Stay home. Take a break. I mean, we all need breaks. Let me try and angle you up a little bit. And I'm going to go turn the other light on to see if that's not creating a focus issue. I'll be right back, guys. Let's see if that helps a little bit with the focusing issue I was having. Here we go. Gear Runner says, LOL, Mike. Mr. Smallhorn says, sounds like fun. It does sound like fun. Don't get me wrong. I would love to do something like that. Sorry, guys, you're going to disappear for a second. Well, let's see if that helps. Rob Yoda says, hello all. Good afternoon. How are you doing, Mr. Yoda? We were just talking about Yoda with a D, but pretty close, right? Gear and Mike are saying hi, and Mr. Yoda is saying hi. And for some reason, my phone keeps adjusting. Let's try that angle. Let's see if that works. Dan the Mopar Man says, hey guys, sorry I'm a little late coming on the live stream. I just got finished uploading a video that I never thought I was going to have to upload. Well,
Hi, Dan.
Well, hello, sir, and thank you for showing up, and thank you for the video. Hopefully it's not a bad video. Gear Runner says, hey, Dan. Mike says, Dan. Mr. Baker says, just got done installing 4 bathroom faucets. Well, see, now that sounds like fun. I hate doing plumbing. I'm actually going to be bringing somebody here to do plumbing, so because I hate it so much. I am very capable, but...
Now, do you hate it more than electricity?
No, see, I hate plumbing. Electricity hates me. Or maybe it loves me. I mean, it just attracted right to me. Let's see. Dan says, the video I am mentioning is an apology video because I said and did some things I want to live stream that I shouldn't have said or did. You have to watch the video. Well, everybody makes mistakes, Dan. Everyone. We all make mistakes. And the good part is you're a big enough man to apologize for whatever you've done. So, I mean, just look at it that way. I mean, it's kind of a plus. Got to look at everything with a positive point of view. I mean, I'm really starting to learn that now at this point in my life. It sounds too much like work, Joseph, says Gear. It's like, not. Right. Then the Mopar Man says, hey, Courtney.
Hey. Oh, nice.
So, there she is. Then the Mopar Man says, Brian, is an apology video for some things that I said to Kevin Van Voris. Is live stream I shouldn't have said, and I also did something today that I shouldn't have done. Nothing really bad. I was just stupid that day. Hey, we all have them days. Trust me. Gear Runner says, "Hey, Courtney."
Hey, Slowy.
So, guys, the title of this video is Shop Talk.
Yes.
So, basically, what we're going to be talking about is what my intentions are for my shop, what I've done so far, and where it's going to go from here. Rob Yoda says, how was the trip to the wood store? Did you get anything new? Rob, in theory, yes, I did get something new, but I didn't bring it home.
You brought something home.
So, I mean, I did get a couple little things, but, you know, when you're doing woodworking, little things are like $100 a pop. But I got a new skew chisel for my lathe, which I'm very excited to get to use, because that's one of them tool. Everybody has a tool that they can't use. It's that thorn in their side, and then as soon as they, you know, learn how to use it, they feel very accomplished. And if I could not break this one, I'll be very happy. I also got a low RPM grinder to be able to sharpen all my high-speed steel. And I also got a CBN wheel for that. So I don't have to dress the wheel or anything like that. It should last years. I did get something in the mail today, which is all Rennie's fault. And I put it on Instagram, and I even DM'd him, and I said, that damn Rennie, it's all his fault. I went out and got the Bosch 1250 DEVS. Now, this sander is supposed to be, and from all the reviews and what Rennie said, he's a big fan of it. He said it's a lot like the Festool Rotex 150. I believe it was the 150. Yeah, the 150. So, considering it's half the price and does the same thing, I was all in. I mean, and from the little Ryobi sanders and the Black & Decker mouse I was using, this is going to be beneficial when I make tables and stuff of that nature. So, that it's leaps and bounds. I mean, it's going to make my production time probably 70% shorter, because my cutting boards, I was sanding in true, which is another thing. I have a list of things here that I will be ordering in 2 or 3 days, so you guys will know what I'm actually putting in my shop, because I finally got pricing and availability on them, so that's going to be fun. Mike Roten says, that damn Rennie. Yeah, no kidding. Me and him were talking about it, and he was like, oh yeah, well, you know, you have this and you have that, and it does this and it does that. There's adapters, you can do this. The dust collection's phenomenal. It's almost like a Festool. I've used it. It's great. I ordered one, and I'm like, the only thing I could say is damn you. So I bought one.
And thank you.
And I did thank him, because I was really on the fence about buying the Rotex. I really was. But the one thing that I did was I went out and I bought the the attachment for the soft attachment, which is a little bit squishy, and then the hard attachment, and I bought the polishing model.
Stop it. Bailey, you need some Kraton, you better stop.
So I ordered them, and
giving you a second chance.
so like if I'm trying to sand a slab, I can use the harder one. If I'm trying to do finish sanding, I can use the softer one. If I want to go out and polish the car, I can use it for that too.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it senses everything. It senses pressure. It senses orbital rotation. There's a non-orbital set. The thing is phenomenal. It's the Bosch 1250 DEV. DEV-S. This thing is amazing. I've turned it on, and the vibration is night and day compared to anything I've ever used. I've never used a Rotex, but I mean, at this point, what I'm going to get out of that, I'm so pleased with the price point. So sorry, I went off on a really bad tangent there because Mike said, "Damn Rennie." Sorry. Rob Motive said, "Sup, dude? I saw your Rennie tool." Thanks, Rob. Yeah, I bought it. Mike Roten says, "Rob, what's up?" And Rob says, "Hey, Mike, why does my phone keep refocusing constantly?" Heard great things about that sander, said Mike. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. You have people that actually use Festool, and they say that the sensing orbital rotation is better than the Festool one. And the pressure sensitivity of it is so much better. So I was on board. Dan the Mopar Man says, "Robbie, what's up?" Mike Roten says, "You'll like the 6-inch versus the 5." Yeah, I did get the 6. I was considering the 5. I think that might be the one Rennie got. Either he got the 6 and he likes using the 5-inch pads on it. I'm not sure. But I'll have to go back and look at our chat with that. But, I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's sturdy. It's heavy. When you sit it down, it plants nice and flat. And it's comfortable. Even though it's big, it's comfortable in the hand. Casey Spevin. Hello, Casey. How are you? And welcome to the channel. Welcome to a live stream. How are you doing? Are you going to open a wood shop full-time? That is my intentions. Casey, that is fully my intentions. And once you see the list of tools that I will that I am going to be purchasing probably in the next 3 days or so, you'll be able to see that I'm pretty serious about the idea of that. Scott S, how you doing, Scott? Welcome back. Really well, thanks, Mike. They're hard to find. Courtney's kicking it. Look, Courtney went out and bought little shirts for the dogs.
He's cute. It says it's backwards.
Yeah.
In dog beers, I've only had one.
Gear Runner says, "Hey, Rob and Scott," and "Hi, Casey." Rob Motive says, "Sup, Dan Mopar? You in that new ride yet?" Yeah, Dan. What's going on with that? Did you actually get that Daytona or not? Or are you still stewing on it? Mike Roten says, "Hey, Casey." Casey says, "Hello, Andy." Rob Motive. Rob Motive says, "Hey, Gear. Scott, what's up? How you doing?" Casey says, "Hello, Mike." Dan says, "No, Rob, not yet. I don't have the money." Well, if it's that good of a car, you might want to find the money and make it happen because it might not be around. But I'm also not telling you to go into debt, especially not for me.
I can't with you.
Scott says, "Hello, Andy and Rob." Rob Motive says, "Just finance it, Dan. 15, 20 years. Yeah, I mean."
What's a $600 car payment?
It's a lot. Then the Mopar man says, did the dogs just go psycho a second ago? Yeah, they always do.
Got one in the crate right now.
Yeah.
He was trying to maul me for no reason.
Yeah, Bailey's in the crate because he's being a bail hole.
He's being a jerk.
Dan the Mopar man says, oh no, Rob, I'm not going to do that. If you want to go ahead and finance a vehicle for 15 to 20 years, go for it. Not me, not doing it. LOL. Nope. But now, Rob, if you finance it and pay for it, Dan says he'll do it. Scott says 4 above 0 here. How about you guys? Scott, we had a wonderful day. It was like 54 degrees. I mean, a little damp and breezy, but compared to 3 days from now, it's going to be like a high of 10. I'll take it. Rob Motive says, you get a Mustang yet geared? Dan says, oh no, Gear is looking to get a Mustang. Yes, he is. Mike Roten says, 40 here today, Scott, but 3 to 5 inches of snow coming tomorrow. Oh, that sucks. Especially for you, Mike. Do you have inside work that you can do to keep working? That's the big question. Casey says, just talked to buddy on the phone, said wind chill of negative 45 last night for him, Scott.
Gross.
Wow. And I was going to say, you know, I don't care who you are, wind chill or not.
That freaking sucks.
Negative 45 is just horrible. I mean, that's like Siberia. But even with the wind chill, I mean, you still have to be like 20 below. That's bad. I'm not a fan. Neither is Rob Motive. LOL, Rob, geez, says Scott. Matt, how are you doing? N3Q Daisy is here. How you doing, sir? Sup all, jumping on. I got to run. Sorry for the in and out. If you're still here, Matt, I'll talk to you later on in the week. I got some stuff that you'll want to hear. Mike Roten says, hey, Matt. Rob Motive says, hey, Casey. N3QDZ says, Mikey. Then the Mopar man says, it's 40 degrees right now. Crazy weather for us Idahoans. Or for what we're getting right now. LOL. Casey says, hello to Rob. Gear says, I'll take a $600 truck payment. LOL. Yeah, you can have that, buddy. Scott says, really, Mike? Might be a heart attack snow over there. Yeah, I don't really like snow, but it's not horrible. Oh, damn it, Rennie. Oh, hey, Rennie, how you doing? Rennie says hello, all. See what you did to me, Rennie? Do you see what you did right there? You got me all amped up. 6.5 of them at that. I prefer to pay cash rather than finance anything. I agree with you, Rob. I would definitely do that. If you have the money, like Rob Yoda said, pay for it. Just buy it. Gear Runner says, not yet. Hasn't brought it over yet. Rob Motive says, hey, Rennie. Casey says, I only finance vehicles when they are 0% APR and pay it off a month later. Well, see, now that makes sense. You know, and if it's 0%, I mean, it'll help your, if you don't have great credit, I mean, you can always make payments to, you know, for the, to help your credit out. Mike Roten says, Rennie. Rob Motive says, same Rob Yoda. Renaissance is saying hello to Yo Robert and Roten. Scott S says, Mike, I think we're supposed to get 5 to 8 here. Well, we're not expecting snow, are we?
Yes. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning.
But it's supposed to be like mixy crap, right?
1 to 2 inches.
1 to 2 inches, so.
At least that's what it was this morning. Who knows if it changed?
Yeah, by the time it gets here, it'll be like 3 feet. And then we won't get any. Oh, Dan just posted his video. Thanks, Dan. I'll watch it after this. Courtney says, hi, Rennie. And it's all your fault.
I did not say
Rob Yoda says, Gear, you cannot buy a Ford because friends don't let friends drive Fords. But now it's not a Ford truck, it's a Mustang. So does that help at all? Just wondered. Renaissance Man says, hey, Courtney, Happy New Year. Mike Roten says, snow sucks, and you can quote me on that? Yeah, I'm guessing with that much snow, that's all you're doing right now is quoting, right? Renaissance Man says, let's sand something. I will not be doing that on the live stream. I am sorry, but I might. If I work on a project, you might get that. And by the way, thank you very much, Rennie. I appreciate you giving me the heads up on that because I would have probably dropped a lot more money than I should have on a sander. Courtney says, thanks, Rennie. I heard you're going to do my bathroom upgrade. Justin David, how are you, sir? He says, what's up? Scott says, reminds me of the early 80s winters. I remember at my old house, you used to be able to come out the second story window and there would be a roof. And we used to jump off of that into the snowbanks because it was that bad. And boy, I'll tell you, it was great. I loved it. Mike Roten says, Justin, so does Rennie. Mike Roten says, yeah, Scott, it does, but I was enjoying those 60-degree winters. Yeah, that is a plus too. All About Keenan, I mean, All About Vehicles is here. How you doing, Keenan?
Really?
Hey, Brian, sorry I'm late. I have been driving like crazy, 280 miles in 2 days. That's not bad. 280 miles, that's like, that would be like me going to Washington, D.C., which, by the way, I was in Delaware this weekend, which is what this list is about. I'm going to try and get to. Hey, Mikey and Rennie says, Justin, AAV, everyone saying hi to you. Justin says, yikes to Keenan. Justin! Multiple N's on that one says, all about vehicles. And hey, Mike. Casey says, 280 miles in 48 hours. Are you driving a Model T? See, now I have to agree because when we drive to Florida, we drive it straight through. We leave it. And for Casey, we live in New Jersey, like literally the middle of New Jersey. So when we drive to Florida, we stop. We leave here at dinner time. We stop. We get something to eat. And we have breakfast in Jacksonville. So, you know, that's like 1,000 miles overnight. So, yeah. It's a 99 Mustang at that. Oh, well, that was a better year for him, wasn't it, Gear? Scott S. says, did you buy the 03 Tundra, Andy? You know what? I like them. I do. I would like to get a T100, though. Justin David said, LOL. Casey? Justin says, Rob. Gear says, hey, Justin. Justin says, Andy, yo, what's up? Gear says, hi to Keenan. No problems. I am a wealth of something. Says Rennie. You know what? You do have a lot of knowledge, though. But you know what, Rennie? We were talking, and if you want to play with some big boy toys, probably the end of the month, you're going to have to stop on over. And we'll play with some big boy toys. How's that sound?
Sounds kind of freaky. Freaky deaky.
Dan says we're supposed to have similar weather in the next 4 days, and it's supposed to rain on Friday, nothing Saturday, and the snow on Sunday and Monday. And to next week, I swear this weather is getting Shizo, but I guess that means psycho. Yes. Rob says 99 Mustang. No. You need an older one, at least a Fox Body 5.0. You know what? Get yourself a nice 85 Mustang with a 5.0, gut the interior, and put it on a nice suspension. There you go. Justin David says they're forecasting more snow for Andy, LMAO. Yeah, good for him. He has a big truck. He can handle it. He's a big boy. He's probably mad at me now. All About Vehicles says, hey, Gear. Dan says, Well, if I can, I'm hoping next week to get all the paperwork done to start a second job to go up with my current one. Then I might be able to buy a car. Well, that's good news. Renaissance Man says, Rear Runner's IG post of playing Star Wars with his friends made me laugh. Thanks, bro. Hey, you know what? Gear's good. He's good for a laugh. You know, when he's racing, when he's playing VR. I mean, you know, all them kind of things. You all right over there, Bailey? 280 miles in a snowstorm, so it was 9 hours because of car crashes and stuff.
That sucks.
Yeah, that does, Keenan. I would have probably not taken that trip, quite frankly. Gear says, I'm not a big fan of the Fox body. Mike Roten says, is my new favorite vid, Rennie? Yes, it is. I think everybody agrees. You know what, Gear? Why don't you just put that up on YouTube? People seem to love it. Dan the Mopar Man says, Keenan, you live in Canada. It snows 9 months out of the year over there. Yeah, but I think he's getting ice and sleet and stuff right now where he is, so it's not that great. Still on the fence about the Tundra? Get it, Gear. Get it. I mean, you loved your first one. Get your second one. Although the 03 is more like, almost like a taco, kind of. Dan the Mopar Man says, Keenan, as soon as you can, dude, I would move out of the area and I would move down south to Texas with Rob. You'll never have to deal with the snow again, LOL. Yeah, and he has that in-law suite. He says you can have it. I mean, I heard he's a big fan of your channel, too. Renaissance says, I know what I don't know, and that's a lot. Well, you know your Sanders, because I'm going to love that one, honest. Rob Yoda says, I think the Mustang is better than the old Tundra. Buy them both. Me too, Rob Yoda says, Gear. Scott says, okay, Gear. Dan the Mopar Man says, Brian, you don't have to watch my video. This is for the people I upset during that live stream. Well, that's all right, Dan. I mean, it's your video. I mean, that's what we do. We watch each other's videos. I mean, that's just what we do. We're a family here, right? Rob Yoda says, why is it wherever you go, you are always there? I don't know. That kind of sounds like, yeah, Austin Powers. There you are. Where? You're there. That's where you are, man. Yeah. Casey says, driving through Atlanta during rush hour is fun. USA Audubon. Yeah, my wife was just getting ready to say there is no driving through Atlanta during rush hour.
It's stopping through Atlanta.
Yeah, we've driven through Atlanta. Once you get to the outskirts on 75 or anything close to that,
Screwed.
yeah, you're literally screwed. I mean, you would be better off going up and detouring all the way around Atlanta. It's kind of like when you go to Washington, D.C. You don't take 95 straight through. You hop on 385, 395, 495, and go completely around it. But guess what? It saves you like 4 hours. Driving like an extra 60 miles. So that's what I do. And I won't drive through Atlanta ever again unless I really have to. Justin says, have you heard of corduroy pillows? They're making corduroy pillows. They're making headlines. Wow. Gear Runner says no accumulation. Rob Motive says no Canadians in Texas. Dan, we're building a wall. Krista lives there, Rob. With you. I don't know what you're saying. Are you kicking?
American now.
Are you kicking Krista out?
She's not a Canadian anymore.
But I think she lived in Canada longer than America, so.
I don't know.
And that's her roots, at least. I mean, you're not New Jerseyan, you're still an Oregonian, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. Mike Roten says, ha, Justin. Renaissance Man says, I'm excited to see how your shop turns out, getting some tools. I'm guessing that means cool tools or real or big boy tools, not this HD stuff. Gear Runner says, you're welcome, Rennie. Justin David says, I gotta go. Sorry, can't stay. Have a great week, everyone. You too, Justin. If you're not here and you go back and watch, enjoy your week. Hopefully you have a good one. Stay safe out there and keep moving. Gear Runner says, LOL. Later, Justin, from everybody. Justin with the joke. Then out. Haha. Leave them laughing. Yeah, that's something Rennie would do, right, Renaissance? Gear says, I'll do a review of it. Well, you got to. And I did it in the 2006 Nissan Murano, all-wheel drive, heated leather, so it was real warm, but the transfer case is wonky. I actually thought the Muranos were pretty good in the snow. I don't know. Mike Roten says, Gear vs. Yoda for galactical supremacy. Post it. We want to see it. Casey says, the wall is already thwarting the Gulfstream. Scott S. Rob Moda says, got a bolt. Time for dinner. All right, well, enjoy dinner. Hope it's a good one. Mike Horton says, see you, Rob. Later, Throbber. Rob Motive says, wait, what? Gear is getting a two-wheel drive Taco? No, it's a two-wheel drive Tundra. But he has a four-wheel drive, so it's okay. Scott says, LOL, Casey. Renaissance Man says, Dan made a video? Yeah, he's made quite a few of them. Scott S says, take care, Rob. Gear says, no way, Rob. Rob Motive says, I heard it from Edge. Now it's true. Yeah, there's a lot of things true. And I didn't even say a lot of them either. Gear says, see you, Justin. Super... how would you pronounce his last name? Super Truden?
I would say Troden.
Super Troden. Well, hello and welcome. I really need to get to this list because that's kind of what the live stream was about. Let's see. How far behind am I? Oh, not really at all. Look at that. That was a good one. Gear Runner says, LOL Rob. All About Vehicles says, I bought the Murano from Auto Class for $300, then put new tires on it for $900. See, that sounds a little backwards to me. But how many cars are you going to buy, Keenan? I'm just wondering. Gear Runner says, Yoda will get me, Mike. LOL. Scott says, your shop does look awesome. It's going to look really awesome very shortly. Looks like it will be a great place to get something done. I am hoping. Casey says, all about vehicles. Scotty Kilmer's been pretty successful with that formula. There you go. Well, look, Courtney, long enough to get to the phone. What a slow me. Wow. All right, well, here we go. Here's the meat and potatoes of the live today. Well, other than Courtney. The list of tools that I am going to be outfitting my shop with, other than my Bosch sander and my Bosch 12-inch axial glide miter saw, which, by the way, I am extremely happy with. I already have my Nova lathe that you guys have already seen. This weekend, I went down and I purchased, but not shipped or picked up yet, a Laguna 14-inch BX 2.5 horsepower bandsaw.
So that's 3 bandsaws now. Just want to, for the record.
One is parts. The other one I got for
3.
The one I got for free, actually 2 I got for free from work. I Frankensteined them and got one together that's going to be phenomenal for...
Oh, did you hear all that cracking?
Yes, I did. Serves you right for talking crap.
Shut up.
So,
FYI.
but the best thing about the 14BX bandsaw, the resaw capacity on it is ridiculous. And if you put a Resaw King blade on it from Laguna, you can resaw, I think it's like 14 inches of like solid oak. It's going to be a great addition to the shop. The next thing that I'm going to use and need and buy is going to be a 6-inch joiner. And the joiner that I'm going with is going to be a 54HH, I believe. It is a Powermatic 6-inch joiner. And the good thing about it is I was not sure if I was going to get it with the Bird Shelix helical head. But, actually I think, yeah. But I decided I think I might get that because of all the money that I'm saving. It's still going to be cheaper than buying the one that I wanted. Let's see. Rennie says, one-man bandsaw and look at the novelty at Courtney. You need at least 2 bandsaws to make a band. 3 is ideal. Thanks, Ren. That helped me. Yeah. Not at all.
Sounds like you can go get an apartment with a bandsaw.
The next thing that is going to help me, other than the 6-inch joiner that I'm getting, it is going to be my planer. And now, Rennie, you're going to be a big fan of this one. I wish TW was on here. He would be really happy. I'll have to send him this link so he can watch it. I'll have to tell him somewhere around 40 minutes he'll be really happy. I'm getting the 209HH. What that is a 20-inch planer with also a Bird helical head, cutter head. Now, mind you, the planer and also the joiner are both Powermatic. So I got my hands on them. Phenomenal pieces of equipment. I went down to Woodcraft in Delaware. That's where I went. And they were very inviting. They did everything that I needed. He even emailed me a quote with everything printed out, what I wanted. He was also great by telling me, it was actually Corey, the store manager. The Delaware store, which is in Newcastle, and the Downingtown store, they're both owned by the same people. Corey was an awesome guy, did everything I needed. I talked to him in advance. I went down. He allowed me to get my hands on some of the tools, see how I liked them. They didn't have the planer there because, quite frankly, they don't stock $5,000 planers. They had a lot of the smaller ones, like the 16s, the 15s, and stuff like that. But I am getting the 20-inch with the helical head. It's a 5 horsepower. It's going to be amazing. The next thing is the most important thing that I am buying. And I think Courtney will agree. Everybody on here that does any woodworking will agree. It is my dust collection.
Yep.
The dust collector I am getting is going to, as of now, I want to make sure that it's going to fit. I need to put the motor up in between the joists in the basement because it's a big dust collector. It has a 35-gallon tank on it. It's an Oneida. It's a V series. It's a 3000. Has a HEPA filter, 35-gallon tank. It comes with a remote on and off. It also has a full indicator light. It has overheat protection. It has enough CFM for a 2-man shop. So it's going to be great. It filters down to 0.3 microns. So I mean, I couldn't be happier. But the other thing, if you guys notice, there's one thing that I left out, and that's my table saw. That is going to be getting delivered separately from all these because at this point, Powermatic is out of stock of all their 1.75, 1.5 contractor saws, cabinet saws. They no longer have the PM2000. It's only the PM2000B, and they're out of stock of that. The only ones that they have stock of right now are their 3-phase machines. So, what happens when you can't find something from a distributor? You go to Amazon. I bought my table saw from Amazon. So that's going to be on tomorrow. The trucking company is going to be calling me to set up trucking arrangements and everything. So I got the 50-inch AccuFence PM2000. So I'm going to be very happy with that. It's 3 horsepower, 10-inch cabinet saw. It's going to be great. So
Chips and cheese are great.
Courtney's eating chips.
It's my appetizer.
So let's see what everybody is saying. Mike says, LOL. Rob Yoda says, I hear it doesn't matter how many pieces, but one whole pie. Peace on. Renaissance says, I got you, bro. I got you. Gear Runner says, I'm eating the whole thing. Well, that's the only way to do it. Rob Yoda says, nice. Renaissance Man says, damn. 20-inch? Wow. Yeah, you know, that's how I roll. And honestly, to go with what I wanted, the 15-inch would have probably worked, but the horsepower that it has, for me looking to do, not actually, well, I will be doing some slab stuff. So I would have liked to have went to a 24-inch, but you need 3-phase. The 20-inch is going to be great. I can run all my cutting boards through it. I'll be able to do like farm tables and stuff and be able to dowel it together or just do a full glue up. I'll be able to plane half and half and then just glue up the other two. So the 20-inch is going to be very beneficial to me. Especially when I start getting into butcher block and stuff like that. I'll be able to, it's going to be great. I'll be able to do chessboards, everything. Mike Roten says, wow, Powermatic makes great stuff. It really does. And I can't wait to get them actually in here. But unfortunately, I can't buy them for 4 more days because Powermatic is having a 10% off sale starting February 1st. So I can't even buy them for a few days. And it was in tax-free Delaware. So so being in New Jersey plus the Powermatic sale, I'm saving 17% on my machines. That's seriously like almost free dust collection. Literally, my joiner is going to be for free. So I can't complain at all.
Can't you do like a buy one, get one free?
Not from Powermatic, no.
Oh, okay.
Renaissance says, I got to stop in that place. Freaking ankle bracelet. Yeah, you would love Woodcraft, I'm telling you. But it's barely over the bridge. So maybe you can get in touch with your bracelet authorities and maybe,
Yeah,
I don't know. Rob Yoda says, LOL. Then the Mopar Man says, hey guys, I'm going to drop off for a little bit. See you later, Dan. Thank you very much for stopping in. Gear Runner says, yeah, if you don't cut a piece, it's just one, right? Yeah, that's funny. If you don't cut, what do you think about that?
What?
If you don't cut a pizza, it's only one slice or one piece.
Precisely.
So yeah, you're good. Mike Roten says 5 horsepower. Wow. Yeah, that planer is going to be a beast. And with having the carbide inserts, I can take up to, I want to say it's almost 200 thousandths per pass. So it's going to be nice. Gear Runner says, see you, Dan. Mike Roten says, right gear. Courtney says, bye, Dan. See you, Dan. It sounds like the math checks out, Rear. Casey says, going for broke. I like it. Yeah, Casey, I mean, honestly, I was very surprised. Once I went through on the pricing and everything, it actually wasn't that bad. Considering a lot of it's Powermatic, I was able to get the bandsaw for $1,300, which isn't bad. They're normally almost $15. The dust collection is coming in a little under 25, which isn't bad for a 3 horsepower, 35 gallon dust collection system.
$25? Good job. Honey.
Yeah, $25. Awesome. And the joiner, I'm getting that for under $1,000. I'm getting it for $989 well, that would be the regular one. The other one will be, I think, like $1,350 with the helical head. And I'm getting the planer for just about $4,000 even. So it's going to be awesome. There's not going to be anything I won't be able to make unless it's just my stupidity that's stopping me from it. Isn't that right, Gear? Which, by the way, your stuff will be in the mail shortly. I figure when it's a super volcano erupts, I wish I had 8 more pie. LOL. That's what I'm going to tell my wife anyway. Well, there you go. Who do these, why do these places get out of stock? Actually, the funny thing is, it's not even these places. Powermatic is out of stock. And it's probably because their cabinet is made for Jet. It's almost the identical one from Grizzly. It's the Powermatic for like 4 different series that they make. So right now, I mean, you have Jet, you have Wilton, you have Powermatic. They're all made from the same cast iron cabinet. So, I mean, if you have an influx and one's out of stock, they just go to the next one, and it just snowballed. Rob Yoda says, Ed should be careful. There's dinosaurs in his house. Don't think so, but I will tell you, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Rennie says, Amazon ships in 2 days in 50 boxes. Well, Rennie, see, that's where I got to tell you. It's being bought through Amazon, but I believe I bought it through Acme Tools. So they're dropping a crate. Actually, these are all going to be dropped in crates in my driveway. So at one time, I'm probably going to have 5 crates lined up down my driveway. So I'm taking that day off of work. So Dave, if you're listening, I won't be in work one day when I see crates dropping. Mike Roten says, and 48 trucks. Actually, all of them, everything is going to be shipped except for the table saw is all going to be shipped from Woodcraft. So they're all going to show up at one time, which is really going to suck. But it's the only way I could do it, to have them all at the same time, to be able to call the electrician, to be able to set up my sub panel, because every one of these run off 220, including my bandsaw, because I got the 2.5 horse rather than the 175. Casey says, Amazon is on borrowed time. Divorces suck. Yeah, Amazon is going to have some issues soon. So if there's something that you guys want, you might want to hold out, because they might be blowing out some inventory shortly. I thought everyone knows that you buy cheap stuff on eBay, not Amazon. Well, I'm buying Powermatic, so there's no cheap about that, unfortunately. Don't worry, Kevin Spacey. He is 2 days shipping. His X is to Mars. There you go. Just got it cleaned up in time. My wife just got back home. Well, good, Gear. You didn't get in that much trouble, right? Rob Yoda says, LOL, Gear. She knows. She knows everything. Hide the evidence, though. I know, right, Rob Yoda? How do they do that? Don't know.
Skill.
Mike Roten says, tell her Yoda ate it. Well, there you go. I mean, maybe he virtually ate it. Rob Yoda says, don't forget to clean your face. Gear Runner says, sounds like a plan, Mike. Good thinking, Rob Yoda. Sounds like you are going to have an awesome shop, Edge. I will. And I am going to be very happy and very busy. Because I want to get the business up and running before I take any leave from my job. So I'm going to be working a lot of weekends. Renaissance says, Rear, first response. What pie? If question persists, just say lawyer. There you go. Rob Yoda says, but it sounds like Edge overpaid on Amazon. Actually, the saw that I got on Amazon, that one, I think it was $3,400, which isn't that bad for the PM2000, the 2000B, because the PM2000s they don't make anymore. They've actually phased them out and they went to the newer version. I actually won the original 2000, and because that was like $400 cheaper, but you can't get them. They're permanently out of stock at Powermatic because they're not going to make them anymore. And the people that have them in their warehouses, you know, they're able to sell them, but there's far and few in between. What? Oh, thank you. Gear says, got you, Rennie. First I say lawyer, then I say first responder. Yeah, definitely. Just have this conversation when she's in the shower, so that way she's not like concealing anything. Rob Yoda says, Ren, LOL, plead the fifth and then have the right to remain silent. Yes. Rennie says, just say lawyer. Mike Roten says, I have the right to remain silent. I just don't have the ability. You and me both, Mike. Wow. I couldn't have said it better myself. Rob Yoda says, true that it was like when the teacher says, do not say a word. The first person to say word. Yes. I wouldn't always say word. I would just say something else because then she would yell at me and I said, but I didn't say word. So, Mike Roten says, LOL Gear Runner says, that's my probes to Mike. That's my probes to Mike. Eddie Smallhorn says, hey, Rennie. Rennie says, Eddie. Rob Yoda says, that's like when I told the officer I wasn't drunk in public. I was drunk in the bar, and they threw me into public. Mm-hmm. There you go. Lawyer! All capitals on that one from Rennie. Gear Runner says, don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe, and notification bell for future content. Thank you very much, Gear. Greatly appreciated. And by the way, if I wore makeup, I would definitely have Michaela do my makeup. She does an awesome job. Which, by the way, Michaela is Gear Runner's daughter. And, you know, go check out her channel. Gear, if you want, you can put the link in here for her. Mike Roten says, ha, already did, Gear. Gear Runner deleted a message. Rob Yoda says, smash it. Eddie Smallhorn says, hey, Courtney. Gear Runner says,
hi, Eddie.
Us Gears conceal in the shower too? Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Renaissance says, I forgot. Gear has guns. Say lawyer, then run. He also says, all pies matter. Mike Roten says, keep your back to her, Gear. That way she can't say self-defense. There you go. So, hopefully you guys like my list of what I'm going to be outfitting. You guys will get to see them as they arrive and as they get unboxed and assembled, because, you know, none of these come together. So let's get Courtney in there. So I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I did. And I think Courtney did, but she was eating.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Mostly heating pad.
Yeah. Rob Yoda says, just remember the 3 basic things when you do something wrong. Says, deny, deny, deny. Very true. Renaissance Man says, exactly, Roten. Run. Zigzag. Yep. There you go. Never a straight line. They can always get you that way.
It's all about the zig and the zag.
Yep. There you go. Gear Runner put up the link to Michaela's channel. Here's the link to her last video if anyone wants to sub to her. Thank you very much, Gear. Greatly appreciated. I actually like her videos. I actually kind of do. It's nice to see the beginning and the end.
Brings out your inner woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Just getting in touch with my feminine side.
Right.
Rob Yoda says, if you run, you only die tired. Very true. But just remember, you only need to run as fast as the slowest person. Casey says, congrats and good luck on your new venture. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. You'll be seeing a lot of videos about it, I'm sure. Mike Roten says, night all, have a great week. Gear Runner says, thank you. She looks way different before and after. She does a phenomenal job. I don't know how she does it. Renaissance Man says, I didn't do it. Never saw the guy. Exactly. Gear Runner says, have a great night, Mike. All right, everybody, have a nice night. I am going to go eat dinner. Dinner is all done. So, hope you all have a wonderful week coming up. You going to have a good week?
We'll try.
I'm going to. I get to drive my truck to work every day.
True that.
So, there you go. Rob Yoda says, also remember to hide everything, shoot, shovel, and shut up. There you go. Have a great evening and week. I don't know that word. Effeminate edge. Yeah, take care all. There you go. Rob Yoda says, laters all, have a good one. Have an amazing week, says Eddie. Lawyer all, says Rennie. All right, guys, have a nice one. See you on the next one, and keep an eye out for my videos. I'm going to try and get them out somewhat on the schedule, but not going to happen. So, everyone, have a nice time. Thanks for watching.